Alright, now I you watch this shit. I ain't exposing shit. Google ain't hiding this shit. I found this fucking article on Google. They don't give a fuck if you know. Look at this shit. Google's true origin partly lies in CIA and NSA research grants for mass surveillance. Just read that shit for a second again. They ain't even hiding this shit. They telling you right in your goddamn face that we are with this fucking CIA. And I originally was looking for this shit about how a couple of the CIA, a lot of the CIA agents was leaving the CIA so called to go to Google. But we know that the CIA owns a lot of these corporations like Google and so on and so forth, and it's tied into all this shit. And you can work a large percentage of people who work for the CIA, they don't get their paychecks from the Central Intelligence Agency. They get it from companies that the Central Intelligence Agency has bought up so that they can disguise the fact that they work there. And so if these people, these CIA agents are so called leaving the CIA to go work for Google, and Google is connected to the CIA, they can still be getting paid by the CIA, but the check say Google. And then whenever they get called out on it, they say, "Oh, look at my check. I'm not getting paid from the CIA." And if you a clown ass fool, then you buy that shit. Cause you like, "Oh yeah, he works for Google, not the CIA," or whatever it is. And we using Google because I use Google. You using Google if you watching this shit. But we gotta use this shit productively. And that's why I'm doing this shit. We got we got social media. The reason I'm doing this shit is because if motherfuckers understand this shit, and I can break this picture down. You see all this Freemason coding. But if motherfuckers understand what Google is setting out to do in social media, then we won't have so-called cyberbullying, and you will never see a fucking another argument on the internet if niggas understood this shit like me. So that's why I'm making this shit, not to expose shit, cause this shit's already out here. Google is telling you. Look, I'm gonna read a couple of paragraphs of this shit, and you can look this shit up for yourself. 2 decades ago, the U.S. intelligence community worked closely with Silicon Valley in an effort to track citizens in cyberspace. And Google is at the heart of that origin story. You hear that? They're at the heart of that shit. When they set out some of the research that led to Google's ambitious creation was funded and coordinated by a research group established by the intelligence community to find ways to track individuals and groups online. The intelligence community hoped that the nation's leading computer scientists could take non-classified information and user data, combine it with what would become known as the internet. So this is what I'm telling you. They was doing this shit. They was been planning this shit out. Before you even knew the internet was about to hit, they knew that shit was coming for your ass, and began to create for-profit commercial enterprises to suit the needs of both the intelligence community and the public. They hoped to direct the supercomputing revolution from the start in order to make sense of what millions of humans did inside this digital information network. They was making sense of what millions of humans were doing inside that digital network on your ass. The collaboration has made a comprehensive public slash private mass surveillance state possible today. That's why they know every fucking thing. And I'm gonna make another video soon about the technology, how they connecting all this shit into one. All this shit that is connected on the internet, it's gonna be all connected to one shit. It already is, but that shit is out here. This intelligent shit. Now I'm gonna read this last part. The backstory: the intelligence community in Silicon Valley. In the mid-1990s, the intelligence community in America began to realize that they had an opportunity. The supercomputing community was just beginning to migrate from the university setting into the private sector, led by investments from a place that would come to be known as Silicon Valley. A digital revolution was underway, one that would transform the world of data gathering and how we make sense of mass amounts of information. It would transform the world of data gathering and how we make sense of massive amounts of information. The intelligence community wanted to shape Silicon Valley's supercomputing efforts at their inception. That means when it was created from the jump, they wanted to shape Silicon Valley's supercomputing efforts at their inception so they would be useful for both military and homeland purposes. Could this supercomputing network, which would become capable of storing terabytes of information, make intelligent sense of digital trail that human beings leave behind? So we know this is CIA shit. Now, if you want to know who the CIA is with, all you gotta do is scroll down a little bit further. All you gotta do is scroll. See how far we gotta scroll. Look, right there. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Gmail. Ain't that some shit? They got it right there in your face. So don't ask me about facts, cause there's your facts. There's your facts. All these motherfuckers are connected. All of them. Boom. Ha! Look at this shit. They got him right there. Facebook. He's right there. You think that these motherfuckers ain't together? You think they ain't together? And you see all the shit that Facebook been going through. Don't even make me get on that. But all you gotta do, you gotta understand is that all this shit is together. And once you do that, then we ain't gonna have to have arguments and shit with each other over the internet and all that weird ass shit and people trying to make videos and being disrespectful to motherfuckers over getting likes and shit. You'll never see that once you understand this. That's why I'm doing this shit. So we can dead that stupid shit. Cause I hate stupid shit. So once we dead that shit, then we can start using these fucking psyops and programs that they try to put on us, these Facebook things and Google. We can start using these shits productively and not use them against our own selves, because they not only using them against us, they give them to us so we can use it against our own fucking self, and we don't gotta rely on our brain or nothing. I use Google to pick apart through shit and deliver shit back to y'all, not to fucking downgrade motherfuckers and shit like that. Now I do go hard on dumb motherfuckers, and I will keep doing that shit. But I just want this shit to be out there. Most heightened, never frightened.